Boom shakalaka. You know, had you have bought a mere $1,000 of Ethereum back in 2016, you would be a millionaire today. Why did you not do that? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at, does that same opportunity exist today? The answer may surprise you. And for all of you guys who just poo-poo all over everything, if you stay tuned until the end, I'm going to give you one other coin that could very well 1000x to become the next Ethereum. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at, could a mere $1,000 of Ethereum make you a millionaire realistically? Before we get into it, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. Let's try and get to 2,000 likes on this video. And like I said, if Ethereum isn't your thing, in the end, I'm going to be sharing with you a very undervalued smart contract platform that could likely 1000x if it gets up to the likes of like Solana or Polkadot or something like that, which, according to the information I have, it does potentially have the potential to do that. So let's get into it. Guys, big day for Ethereum today. You might have to kind of zoom in right here, but you can see that Ethereum has actually broken previous all-time highs on Coinbase back here from May. It actually broke through there today. Now, it didn't rest above there, but it has broken through there. Potentially, we could be heading up towards higher highs because we do have this wedge forming. Eventually, yes, the price will likely break upwards. So today, we're going to be taking a look at, could a mere $1,000 of Ethereum make you a millionaire? That's not even one whole Ethereum, one whole Ether, one whole ETH. I don't know how you want to say it, but that's not even one whole part of an Ethereum token, okay? It's not. So we're going to be taking a look at, could you become a millionaire with that? Now, a lot of what we're going to be talking about is based off of this article right here, written by Arthur Hayes back in April of this year. It's a very good article. I will link to it down in the description and the pinned comment. I highly suggest you take the 16 minutes to read it, because in that article, he basically says banking systems are done. They are the blockbuster of our era, and they're costing people a lot of money to sustain when we have the technology nowadays to do without it. And the biggest technology that's being used by everybody at this point right now is something called Ethereum. It's a worldwide supercomputer doing all that banks can do for minimal fees, if you actually read the article. And I do recommend reading the article. It's very important. But a couple things I'll point out. So one down here, there's this chart right here just showing how much of the banking tax that we have nowadays. Every year in the world, not the whole entire world, but just the top 5 countries or so, $2.68 trillion goes towards the banking tax to pay fees and everything for banks to do a job that Ethereum does better for less cost. That's the entire cryptocurrency market cap right now, that in 1 year we're paying to the banks to do a subpar service. That's like when you were going to Blockbuster and you returned the video 5 minutes late and you got charged a whole nother day of rental. It just doesn't make sense. Why would anybody use that anymore? Especially nowadays, the people who use traditional banking are old. Guess what? Old people eventually die, sorry, but it happens. And younger people realize there's a better option called Ethereum and other things. But if we take a look, just to give you an idea, look at all of the things. Now, everybody's going to say, but Ethereum, it's already been around forever. I missed the boat. I didn't buy the ICO at 31 cents. There's Solana, there's Polkadot, there's this, there's that, there's the other. Yes, while that's true, let's take a look at everything that goes on. Okay, people love DeFi. Well, if we take a look, Uniswap, ETH transfers, Tether, Shiba, like the Dogecoin meme thing, they're burning ETH. OpenSea, all the NFTs, basically everything right now is running on Ethereum. And as a matter of fact, since EIP 1559, almost 700,000 Ethereum have been burned. We're well on our way to 1 million Ethereum being burned. And Ethereum is on its way to becoming deflationary, most likely by the end of March 2022. But let's continue in this white paper article, because if we go down here, we can see that right now, the price of Ethereum to the revenue has been dropping, whereas the actual price of Ethereum has been going up. So it's actually becoming a much more performant blockchain. It's very efficient, which is good. And if we go on to here, here's the important thing. This is where we're going to draw a lot of the numbers from. So he says, Arthur Hayes says here, now let's assume that Ethereum can capture some of the percentage of the 5-year average earnings of banks and the big 4 audit firms. So that's an assumption that we're going to make, but let's assume that they can do that. Now this chart here takes a look at, well, what would happen if they captured 0.1% or 0.5% or 1%, 5%, 10%, 25%, whatever. So we're going to go with these numbers right here just to give us an idea of where Ethereum could potentially go, because this isn't all the money in the world that Ethereum is capturing. This is just a percentage of the top 5 audit firms. So a fraction of all the money out there. But that's the potential for the money that could flow into Ethereum being the biggest platform out there. Basically, all of DeFi, all NFTs, out of the 10,000 plus cryptocurrencies, probably 9,990 are on Ethereum. But what about Solana? Just save it, okay? Let's take a look at this, okay? So, had you have bought Ethereum back in February 2016, it was roughly $5, okay? If you were to sell that today, you would get 867x gains. That means had you have invested a mere $1,153 back in 2016, buying you 231 ETH, you would be a millionaire today. But don't cry yourself to sleep, because we're going to take a look that the same opportunity does exist. And if it doesn't, at the end, I'm going to share with you an extremely undervalued cryptocurrency that could potentially be like the next Polkadot, next Solana, next one of these. So just stay tuned. Now, today, let's say you invest $1,000 in ETH. You would be able to buy 0.23 ETH, not even a whole ETH anymore. But you would get your 0.23 ETH. Now, let's say that Ethereum is able to capture not 1%, because that's too much, not 1% of the top 5 audit firms, but just half of 1% of the top 5 audit firms out there. Okay? That's $2.3 trillion. Now, if that happened, the price of 1 ETH would be $20,000. That means from your $1,000 investment, you would make almost $5,000, 4.7xing your investment. And that's if it captures 0.5%. I know some of you aren't good with math. That's less than 1%. Like if you think of a dollar bill, that's half of a penny. That's crazy small. But it has the potential to do that. Even 10 times that would be very reasonable, because let's say that $1,000 investment, instead of 0.5%, we actually captured 5%, a 20th, a full nickel out of that dollar. Okay? Ethereum was able to capture that. Well, we would have a $202,000 Ethereum, making you $46,000 on your $1,000 initial investment, 47x. And guys, I do have to also add that this article here was written well before EIP 1559. So this was back in April 16th of 2021, before Ethereum, EIP 1559, before Ethereum became deflationary. So these numbers here that we're talking about are likely going to be much higher, because Ethereum is becoming deflationary most likely by March of 2022. Now, let's say that out of that dollar of the big 5 audit firms, we actually get a whole quarter of it. Okay, 25%. Well, that would be $116 trillion market cap, bringing Ethereum price to $1 million per ETH. Not unreasonable. I know it seems pretty far out because it's like only $4,000 right now, totally far out, but it's not unreasonable. That's only a quarter of the money brought in from the top 5 audit firms. Only a quarter. Well, that would be $1 million ETH, making you $250,000 off of your $1,000 investment. But let's just say, because, I mean, we have Netflix. Does anybody actually use Blockbuster anymore? No. So eventually, people realize, why the heck would we use centralized banks when we could do everything digitally? It's just the way things are going. So let's say Ethereum captures 100% of the top 5 audit firms, because it's possible. Well, that would be a $467 trillion market cap, making a $4 million Ethereum, making you $1 million roughly from your $1,000 investment, 934xing your initial investment, which, based on that, if you were to invest $1,070.98 in Ethereum today, that would make you a millionaire. Now, is it going to happen this year? Probably not. Next year? Probably not. 4 years? Probably not. But 10, 15 years? Yes, very realistically, it certainly 100% could. But for all of you poo-pooers, you naysayers, you guys who just poo-poo all over everything, the duty pants, the diaper butts, the guys who wear your masks down here, you know, the diaper masks. Well, for all of you guys out there, there is another coin that could likely do as well as Ethereum has done. And if we take a look at the Ethereum website, we can see, very pretty website, tells you everything Ethereum does. Well, I was just perusing on Token Metrics the other day, a platform that I love using because they do all the hard work for you. They crunch a bunch of numbers using artificial intelligence, machine learning, and this is the same system that Ian Bellina used to turn $20,000 into over $5 million in the last bull run. I can only imagine what he's done this time. There is a discounted link down in the description and pinned comment. But they just recently upgraded to Token Metrics 2.0, which, when you go to insights and ratings, you can actually categorize by a whole bunch of different categories. Everything from like smart contract platforms to DeFi to Binance Smart Chain to Solana or Polkadot or meme coins or Polygon, Cosmos, NFTs, yield farming. You can basically categorize however you want. You can literally pick out gems every day using this platform. Well, taking a look at smart contract platforms on a monthly scale, these would be ones who have a good long-term potential. The number one coin, something called Lambda, Tau. Right now, market cap rank 797. Okay? TM grade, 86%. If we take a look at this website. Is that the Ethereum website? No, that's Lambda. Okay? So, Lambda, blockchain for humans. The performant Python blockchain that makes using and creating next-gen dApps easy for everyone with distributed governance and rewards smart contract developers. Lambda democratizes access to the blockchain. You can check it out here. They already have a whole bunch of stuff already running on Lambda. They have a strong team there. You could take a look at everything about the website there. Definitely worth taking a look. And guys, like I said, this one right now ranked 797. If this one, I mean, granted, it's speculative, okay? Because it's that low down there. But if this one were to get up to, say, like Solana's market cap, not even Ethereum's market cap, let's say it were to just do as good as Solana, it would 1000x. That's insane. So, that being said, all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. I love all you guys. Hope you make a ton of money. And I will catch you later. Peace.